Hey there everyone, how's it going? Kurt Singh here on Ultra League Battle video. It's been a while since I made a video. New league out, lots of new changes. I do have a couple teams for the Great League. I just never got to making them, so I'll save those for a bit later. So we'll jump right into it here. I've got Greninja on the lead, going for a Night Slash here against the Greedent. They no shield that. I believe this could be a Trailblaze, so I'm going to shield that up. It is, in fact, the Trailblaze. So their attack rose here. And I'm going to go for the Hydro Cannon now. I think it does a little bit more damage, being the same typing, the water typing. And then they let that go as well. So I bring in Moltres to try to farm down. They switch out, which is actually kind of nice for me, because they locked themselves in for no real reason. They could have let me completely farm them down. So anyways, here we're gonna let this go. I'm thinking it could be an Ice Beam, but it's probably just Hydro Cannon. They do go for Ice Beam. And I go for the Ancient Power just before I could have taken them out one, maybe two more Sucker Punches, but they also might have been all farming down, pretty close there. Skeldridge in the back, looking pretty good for me here because Night Slash or Hydro Cannon is super effective against the Ghost typing and or the Fire typing. So do get their first shield there. Green comes back in, and I'm just going to let this go. No point in wasting that shield when I do have Drapion in the back. Save the shield for that. I'm trying to completely Poison Sting down, and I do manage to. So I get to almost 2 crunches. I get back-to-back crunches. I'm anticipating this is going to grab their last shield. They let it go, so that surprised me. So here I'll shield this up. Probably Disarming Voice. It is. And now I'm almost at another back-to-back crunch. There we go. So that'll for sure get the game. Shield, and then I have another one loaded and ready to go, but they do throw. Luckily though, with the Disarming Voice, poison resists it, so it's just kind of like a neutral attack. So I live that, and I'm able to get this crunch off, and that'll win the game. So yeah, I've got Greninja on the lead with Water Shuriken, Hydro Cannon, and Night Slash. Then I've got Drapion as my safe swap, Poison Sting, Crunch, Sludge Bomb, and then Galarian Moltres with Sucker Punch, Ancient Power, and Payback. So here you see Greninja into Gliscor, which is it, Overform or Underform? Yeah, I know it's the Overform, Gliscor. So I let that go. Cresselia comes in, and I go for a Night Slash here, and then I decide that I'm going to switch out anyways, because I want to bank a move there, but if they get to a Grass Knot, then I'm just wasting shields, right? So I switch into the Galarian Moltres here to start with, because the Sucker Punch is actually going to do farm down damage, whereas the Poison Sting wouldn't do hardly anything. And so I'm going to go for Ancient Power here. I figure, why not see if I can get a boost? Doesn't quite take them out, which is a little unfortunate because now I have to eat a move because I don't want to waste my last shield there. But it's just Future Sight again. So I'm thinking they had Future Sight Grass Knot. Waiting to see what comes in. It's Genesect. So I'm going to go for the Dark move, the Payback. Will deal a lot of damage if they let it go. They decide to shield that up. So now they're starting to use their shields. But Sucker Punch sure chunks, eh? You can see the life bar just... for anybody that's wondering, I let that go, super effective. I've had the Galarian Moltres for quite a while. I actually had it powered up with 3 moves on it for Great League. Horrible stats, obviously, 11, 8, 10. But you can't be too picky. It's the only Galarian Moltres I have gotten. And I had used it a little bit in Great League. It wasn't amazing, but now with this new Sucker Punch buff, it's actually really good. I tried it a little bit with something else, and I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't very good. Anyways, put this together, and I think I finished off a set that I had lost 2 games. So I went 3-2, and then 4-1, 4-1, and then this one here that I made the video on is a 5-0 set. So this team has worked really, really well. I made Drapion finally as well. I've been waiting and wanting to make a Drapion for seasons, and I just haven't had the candies. So I finally got the candies and made it. It is, the regular is not rated quite as good as the Shadow, but it's still performing really, really well. So going for a Night Slash here. Anybody watching, let me know in the comments what you guys like to do on these mirror matches with the Greninja. Here I'm trying to catch a Night Slash. I feel like we've both thrown Night Slashes so much they'll just throw another one. So I do manage to catch that. And this is going to be Hydro Cannon, I think, which is going to do a lot more damage than that Night Slash did. And then they switch out into Virizion. So I try to get to the Ancient Power there, just do a little bit of chip damage. Either move there is resisted because Fighting resists the rock, but Leaf would be like hurt by the rock, but Fighting also resists the payback. So bring in Drapion here, go for the Sludge Bomb, and I think it was Zara Felros was saying on one of his videos that nobody is respecting the Sludge Bomb off of Drapion, which is quite interesting. So here I'm looking to Poison Sting down. I don't want to use my shield. I want to leave with some energy, and they got a Talonflame. So go for the Crunch here. Is it this game or next game? I think it's the next game. You guys really should watch if you can stick around. It was quite a nail biter. I did not think I was going to win it. Shield that, and then because of the Incinerates, see, I could have. I hate, like, if I were to shield that and then the residual damage or whatever knock me out, then I have no shield, right? So I decided to let that go, shield this Flame Charge up, and then I've got a, oh no, it was this one. Yeah, hopefully you guys are watching still. So they tried to catch there. They were totally gonna win this game. They tried to catch, and I didn't quite throw, and that allowed me to get back-to-back crunches. So I farmed the Virizion down with Poison Stings. Now I have back-to-back crunches. They bring in Greninja, throw the crunch, bring in Talonflame, throw the crunch, and that's a good game. A little bit of a misplay by my opponent there. I feel like one more Incinerate and I would have been dead, and they would have won that game, but I'll take that. Okay, so for Alligator into Greninja, again, I'm going to go for the Night Slashes, or at least one to try to get a boost here. You can see there, Hydro Cannon on Water and Dark, it doesn't do a lot, and that's just a straight water, so I feel like the Night Slash is the way to go, and I do get the boost, so I'm going to go straight for another Night Slash. Also, if that was a Shadow for Alligator, it would do a lot more damage to me than just the regular non-Shadow. So I do get their first shield. I think I'm going to shield this up here because the Hydro Cannon would take me very close to KOing, even though it is completely resisted. Or not, yeah, I think it's resisted, it's not super effective, right? So Night Slash boosted takes out, and then they have an Ampharos in the back. So I'm able to get to a Hydro Cannon, and I don't know what move that is. Is it Charge Beam or something like that they're running? Because I don't recall what that one is. I think it's Charge Beam. So they get to a move here, gonna let it go. I do think I'm at a move, but there's no point in wasting that shield. They have no shields, I have a shield, and I have 2 full health Pokemon. So bringing in Drapion, not going to shield. Trailblaze, not going to be effective. Brutal Swing, not effective. Focus Blast would probably do a fair amount of damage. I also don't think Thunder Punch would do all that much. Another Brutal Swing, kind of making me wonder what they have. As the battle's going, I'm pretty sure it's Trailblaze, because they wouldn't be throwing that because of the poison typing. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, they catch a crunch on the Skeldritch. I was like, what are you doing? Why did you wait so long for one to bring that out? I mean, you know that I've got a dark here. Also, I don't know if anybody's noticed. I'm kind of all over the place here. This is a triple dark team. And outside of fairies, which can be challenging other than if I can align it with Drapion, it has worked incredibly well having the triple dark, as you can see in these battles. I believe, yeah, here you go, perfect example. Charm on the lead, I'm going to stay in. For one, Water Shuriken and Hydro Cannon are not resisted. I don't think they're super effective, but they are not resisted. So they still do a decent amount of damage. And I'm fully committing here, farm me down, I don't care. Because I don't want to lock myself in with the Drapion. They decide to throw, so that's even better for me. So now I can bring in Drapion. And I'm surprised they're not just switching out, but I'm going to go for a Sludge Bomb here. Try to force a shield or take them out. Just, okay, cool, take them out. And now, normal typing, Licky Licky. So this is a bit tricky now, because the rollout is going to be super effective against my Moltres. However, Drill Run, or Earthquake, if they have that, is going to be super effective against the Drapion. So I do decide to shield this first move, and it's the Earthquake. So now they have 2 shields still. I'm almost at 2 crunches. I'm going to throw here. A little bit of bad timing. They get that roll out through. And I think, yeah, I aggressively swap into my Moltres, even though they've got the rollouts. And in the back, they got a Gengar. So this is pretty much game over here. I don't think there's a move that Gengar could have that would take out Moltres. So I'm going to save my shield. And I'm curious if a Focus Blast would take me out. Because it had, like, it's attack stat is so high. Go for Ancient Power here. And uses their last shield. They have an attack, so they're going to throw, I can shield this, but I still have Drapion, I believe. They go for a Shadow Ball, which doesn't quite take out, and I swap and go for the crunch, which will take them out before they're able to get to an Earthquake. So, good battle there. That's a 5-0 set. Thank you very much for watching. Hope everybody is doing good. Let me know if you have made it this far, what your favorite move update or new meta Pokemon is now. And I look forward to seeing you guys all in the next video. Good luck out there battling, and have a great evening or day wherever you are. Thanks.